Colorado takes on BYU in the Alamo Bowl. And Coach Prime, I think, unlike some other coaches in the college football realm, is having his players play. And I want to kind of get your take on this. I know for a couple of years you've been calling out players sitting out bowls and not playing. Here's Coach Prime's comments on whether Travis Hunter will play in the bowl game and just his players in general. Take a listen.
Plethora of seniors that are pro-bound. And guess what? Every last one of them are going to play. We don't tap out. We don't sit out. It's a blessing to play this wonderful game. Our kids are going to play. We got a kid that's probably going to pick up, not probably, what I'm talking about, matter of factly going to pick up the Heisman Trophy this week, and he's going to play. We got another quarterback who picked up an award last weekend, and he's going to play. We have receivers that I know are going pro, and guess what? They're going to.
Coach, what are your thoughts on this? I know you've had this take for a couple of years now. What are your thoughts saying that?
It's God's message to opt out. It's God's will. Shut the fuck up. Stop tweeting out that it's God's will to transfer to 5 schools in 5 years. Stop tweeting out.
Well, that doesn't have anything to what. That's not the.
No. I'm telling you what kids are doing and saying every single day. I'm tired of dealing with the kids saying on a tweet that it was God's choice that I left this school to go to this school. It's not. Stop.
Well, what about playing in the bowl game, though? I mean,
that's the thing. I'm saying these kids are also saying the same thing. It's God's will that I opt out of a bowl game. I want to say this. Deion Sanders may be able to change the entire game, which I would pay the utmost homage to. I actually texted him and told him, man, I am so glad you're doing this because now Fran Brown has done it at Syracuse. Now the next guy might do it at another school. And now you have a whole – he may be the trendsetter or the transcender that changes this full circle back to why Belichick is coaching college football right now. Why some of these other guys may get back into the game like Saban. Who knows? Deion might be saying, hey, listen, if Deion Sanders, top 2, 3 greatest football players ever, in my opinion, I would have him at 1 or 2 or 3. No question. If I can get guys to play for me, and I am telling you to play because I played in what you call meaningless fucking bowl games. By the way, the last time I checked, once we start paying you fucks, that's a business decision, and you honor the business decision by signing up for this game that we all love to play, apparently. Or do we? Like, do we really love to play, or do you just want a fucking bag of money? Because I'm just tired of seeing the guys go from – KJ Jefferson went from Arkansas to Central Florida, and now he's going back to Arkansas. Don't tell me that he left for a fucking reason. You're leaving because you're fucking soft. And I'm just telling you, the bottom line is I love that Deion is holding his guys accountable, telling them we're going to fucking play. Fran Brown did the same thing. We're seeing other guys do it. I hope he changes the world again back to what we know it as and play for the fucking games that are on the schedule, regardless if they're after a game or not. Here's the cool part. I posted a video last night of Travis Hunter hooping in an intramural game a few years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And I go, I know Travis is playing, but all the kids that play intramural basketball, either during the season or after, which we all did, Matt. We used to run the fucking intramural.
All true. We used to run all the time.
So you're risky. You're not worried about getting hurt there, but you're worried about playing one more bowl game and getting fucking hurt to cost you an NFL season. Shut the fuck up. Half of you guys are jet skiing. Half of you are out here skiing on water or snowboards. Miss me with all that shit, man. Play the game.
Well, I agree with you. I think that this changes the tone. I think it changes the narrative. The guys want to play. They're not being forced to by any means. I love that. Like, oh, Coach Prime's making them play. Nah, man, they want to play. Not only do they want to play for their dad and coach one more time, but again, that we talked about this. Bailey and I have been talking about this forever. This is the last ride of the Sanders family, right? So everybody's together for the last time. Bucky's together for the last time out there, putting everybody on. Uncle Neely's out there for the last time. T.O.'s going to be out there for the last time. You know, all the celebrities are going to be out there for the last time. Not the last time ever. The last time with this group. It's the last time Shador and Shiloh and Travis and Jimmy Horn and Coach Prime all get to be together. So I think it's going to be like a party putting 10 wins on the season. You know, I feel extremely vindicated from the beginning of the year, obviously, when I was getting pelted with, you know, there's no fucking way this is going to happen, and it's not a real program, and blah, 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 blah. Now they're going to win 10 games and the Heisman. I think that Coach Prime is setting the tone for guys to go back and start playing in the meaningless bowl games. I never thought it was meaningless. I thought it was awesome. Like, making a bowl is hard. Playing in it is an opportunity to put more tape out there, number one. But then it's an opportunity to go play with your homeboys one more time and just really, really take that week, you know, that you get to really soak it all in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to lie, bro, that when I got done in the bowl game in the Houston Bowl 20 fucking years ago now, when we beat UTEP, when they had Jordan Palmer at quarterback, and like they were a good ass team. Mike Price, the old Alabama coach, was their headband. They had a good ass year. And when we won that game 33-28 and Klatt was the MVP and shit, man, I was so emotional afterwards because I knew it was the last time I ever got to don the black and gold. It's the last time I ever got to put that you know, the fucking number on my chest. And I feel like there's a lot of guys who don't take or haven't in the past taken the opportunity to really sit back and say, well, this is what it means. This is what it's supposed to mean. So I love that Coach Prime's doing this. I think that it will change the tide. I don't think there's as many guys that think like, you know, it's all about just business as we think there are. I think there's a lot of kids that actually want to play in bowl games, and the majority of these guys aren't in a position where they get to sit out anyway. So it's good to see the upper echelon players playing. That's, you know, it makes the bowl games very interesting. It forces the BYU 30-year-olds that are all married with 4 kids to actually play in the game as well. So you can't just fucking soak on that Saturday night. You actually have to go play football. You know, so look, dog, I'm all about this. I think that there's going to be a trend in the other direction where guys are going to continue to play in these games. And they should, bro, because it's an honor and an opportunity. And please, to the God of skinny punks, win a bowl game so I can stop talking about the fact that we haven't won one since I was a senior. We have not won a fucking bowl game since 2004. That's 20 years. It needs to end in 2 weeks in San Antonio, and I think it will.
The problem is the other coaches got to drop their nuts, though, and do it. Because if the other coaches across America who are so eager to take a kid out of a portal and all, if they stop taking other people's garbage, number one, and if they stop allowing their kids to do what they wish to do and not be the adult in the room, then, only then, will you make an impact. Fran Brown did it. After Deion said it, Fran Brown did it. Now, who's next to do it? Or how many, or 129 other D1 head coaches going to just say, it is what it is. It's cute, but you guys can do whatever you want. We are in the place of entitlement. You'll never see Carson Palmer, Josh Booty, Matt Leinart all in the same QB room anymore because these kids want to chase bags instead of be developed. And it is a direct correlation as to why the NFL quarterback rooms are as fucking bad as I've ever seen them. We don't want to get developed anymore in college. We want to chase bags. We are super entitled by the enabled daddy, parent, 7-on-7, trainer, street agent, that we are doing this on an all-time high. I'm glad Deion's standing on business and he's teaching these kids more about life than just football, because God's honest truth to everybody out there, all the prime sexuals in the chat, only 1% of you guys are going to go to the NFL, man. Just keep it honest. 99% of you guys aren't. You're not going to the NFL. So Prime and Deion Sanders and that whole situation is setting them up for success when they go get hit in the fucking mouth by the real world when their seasons and careers are over. So I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing Matt mentioned, I mean, we're seeing the top echelon players, at least in this situation, of Stuart Travis play. If we could see that more across college football, you're seeing Cam Ward. I think he's going to play in the Pop-Tart Bowl. I'd like to see that. We'll see. I thought he said he's playing in it. But if you see
Shedeur playing makes everybody else that plays quarterback in the draft play. Travis playing makes everybody else that plays receiver and DB. Like, well, if he's going to play and he won the Heisman and all this shit, why can't you play? Like, the fact that like players have to be convinced to play these days is crazy to me, bro. I always looked at it like, wow, I get to play today. This is fucking awesome. Rather than, oh, damn it, I have to go play in a bowl game. Fuck, you're gonna go train.
You know what I was told. You know what's crazy, Matt? You know what I was told by a GM, an NFL GM. You guys would probably figure out who told me this, but the amount of kids that opt out of bowl games or their last part of the season or what have you, and then enter the draft. First of all, 1% of those opt-outs don't even get invited to the fucking combine in Indianapolis, just contrary to everyone's belief. Number one, that's fact. Number two, even less percentage of that gets invited to an NFL camp or gets drafted. So doesn't this make sense to play one more football game so the eye in the sky that never lies can get eyes on you rather than you hope and wish in one hand and shit in the other one to see what fills up first, getting an invite to a Naptown fucking combine, which you'll never get? Wouldn't you rather have your last film of a bowl game against competition rather than you running a 40 and doing a fucking 40-inch vertical jump? Yeah. You don't get drafted.
That's what I would think it would be more.
Stupid. These kids are getting told lies. Yeah, and I don't care a fuck if you're at UC Davis, Colorado State, Colorado School of Mines, Adams State. If you have film, though, it's a lot greater than me going out and running a fucking 40 that you're going to come up lame and pull a hamstring in anyway because you're soft as pussy. So that's the issue I have. Go get game film, and then guess what? It may actually help you go to the USFL, the CFL, Arena League, and whatever it takes to keep playing to get film to move on up, do it. But you sitting around thinking you're going to get a fucking combine invite? You're not. They're taking 50 of those guys, Matt. Will you tell them? 50. So yeah. I'm just saying.
The opportunity to keep playing is something that guys sit around and go, well, I really wish I could just get one more game. Well, here's your one more game, dog. Don't sit out and cheat yourself. Go enjoy it. We'll play.
I'll tell you right now, the reason why is because there's a bunch of fucking idiots out here who get a hold of these kids in AAU 7-on-7, AAU for basketball, 7-on-7 for football, and Youth Pop Warner, and they move them around 7 times because they're probably fucking the mamas, and they think they're really invested. And the mama don't know shit anyway. She has no fucking idea what recruiting really is. She's just fucking the street agent or the 7-on-7 coach thinking they're invested in the kid. No, they just want to fuck you. And then takes the kid, moves him to 4 high schools in 4 years. So he goes from fucking school A to school B. And then guess what? Now guess what? Guess what the mom asked Matt? Guess what the mom is asking Matt at 0 to 60? Hey, why hasn't my kid got a scholarship? Why hasn't my kid got a scholarship, Matt? I'm just a fucking personal trainer. I'm training your kid in the trenches. I'm not fucking getting his recruiting done, but I can. So Matt takes over for recruiting for the motherfucker.
No, I'm getting the recruiting done, and that's not true at all. I got 520 in 15 years. The recruiting's getting done.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the mom now has to go, oh, my high school coach didn't get it done because the street agent moved me 4 times, and now Matt has them, and Matt having to finalize and get them a fucking scholarship. Like, this is the problem, dog. The mamas and these coaches and these other people aren't putting their foot down and understanding and turning over rocks and saying, all right, what's the real deal? Stop letting your kid go play with these fucking nobodies who are cross-coaching their own high school coach, telling them, don't listen to your coach, do what I do. We're going to go get this bag. Dog, it's so shitty out here right now. It's the wild, wild west at all levels, not just college or the portal. It starts at 7-on-7 in the youth. And it's fucking bad. I'm just telling you.
Well, if you can gunfight, the Wild Wild West is pretty fun. So I guess we'll see what happens. They're gonna put some stipulations on this eventually. So I guess we'll see.